Can remind us. Oh, yes, Ursula. Yes, Ursula. I saw your hand is up. Ursula.
Are you getting me, Mwalimu?
Yeah, now I can get you. Yes.
Yes, we said that local dishes are traditional food that are commonly prepared and eaten by people in a particular region, community, or country.
Okay, good, great. Let's clap for her using the emojis. Yes, Tabitha.
Whatever I wanted to say, Usla said.
Oh, she has covered what you had to say, but we will also clap for them because at least they have made an effort to try. So today we are going to look at recipe costing and pricing. Let me share my screen. If you're able to see my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so they are doing recipe costing and pricing. So, so who can remind us what recipe? Who in your own mind when you hear a word recipe costing or recipe pricing, what comes to your mind when you hear this word? What comes to your mind? Okay, so recipe costing is just calculating the total cost of all raw ingredients that you've used to prepare a dish, which is very, very, very important because we are in business, we want to make money, we need to calculate whatever cost we have incurred. Then recipe pricing is just determining the customer selling price based on the initial cost plus the desired profit. So after you've now calculated how much you've spent on a particular dish, it becomes easier for you now to determine the price so that we ensure that we add the cost plus the desired profit. So how do we calculate this recipe costing? How do we do the calculation? First of all, what you do is step one, you do the total calculation of the total recipe cost, whatever you have incurred, whereby you use the recipe to help you highlight what are the ingredients did you use, and then you use the local purchase order that you had issued to your supplier, or the invoice, to be able to see the pricing, how they had priced those items. Then after you have identified, like here the way we have identified, beef cost for us 400, onions we spent 10 shillings, tomatoes we spent 18 shillings, cooking oil we spent 15 shillings, salt 50 cents. And when you calculate, when you add or sum it all, it will be 443 shillings and 50 cents. So that is the total recipe cost that we've incurred in making this beef stew. Then after you've calculated the total cost of the recipe, we do cost per portion. So all this food we've prepared, we shall be portioning it. So we assume will this particular dish, if you use beef for 400 shillings, 10 shilling onion, 18 shillings tomato, 15 shillings onion, and 15 shillings salt. It will give you 5 portions. So you ask yourself, how much will it cost per portion? When you divide by 5 portions, you'll get per portion is 88 shillings and 70 cents is the amount you are spending per portion. So how do you calculate the selling price after you have known each portion how much you've spent? What you do is, number one, you need to know your desired profit. For us here, we are using the food cost because we are saying cost plus method. So we incurred 35%. So we add this 35% to the 88.70. So if 100%, it will give you, so it will be if 100, if 35, if 100 will give you 88.7, what about this 35? So it will be 88.7 divided by 0.35, whereby you'll get 253 shillings point 43 cents. So this is the selling price. Will be selling, round off to the nearest cent, shillings. So it will be per portion, we will be selling it at 253 shillings or 255 shillings. So having that knowledge, you can have an activity whereby you do a total recipe cost is 600 shillings. It will give you 10 portions, and the desired food cost is 30%. How much will be per portion? So it will be, you'll take 600 divided by 10, which will give you the 60 portions. Then for the selling price, it will be now 60 shillings divided by 0.3%, whereby you'll get a selling price of 200 shillings. So calculating this recipe costing and recipe pricing is very important because it helps us to determine the cost of how much cost are we incurring to produce a particular menu item. It will help you to price item by the selling price. You're able to calculate costing and pricing to help your business make profits and sell. You're able to determine the selling price that is very accurate, whereby you're able to generate the desired profit and you're able to gain the amount you have used in producing that particular dish. So thank you for listening. Before I give you the assignment, could you tell me what have you the two things you've learned, one thing you've learned, then one thing that you would wish to know more. Yes, Tabitha, I can see your hand is up. Just one item you've learned and an item you wish to know.
I've learned about pricing, costing and pricing, whereby we've said costing, it helps to determine the cost of an item. That is pricing. And I would like to know more about how to calculate the costing and pricing of menu items.
Okay, thank you. Let's clap for her. Let's appreciate. Anyone else? Or she has amechangia kila kitu yenye mlikuwa msema. Okay, so let me share the assignment. So the assignment will be, you explain the challenges we face when calculating this recipe pricing for food in food and beverage, and it will be due on 26th of this month. On 26th of next month in August. So thank you very much for your participation, your active participation, for being there in time. I wish you all the best. Till we meet, thank you very much. Have a blessed day ahead. And bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.